Welcome to Suncoast FYI. I'm your host, Nancy O'Neill. Today I'm joined by Caroline Nigro and Rosalind Gunther from the Boys and Girls Club, Stephanie Frazier from Arts Advocates, and SNN's own Jenna Brew right here on Suncoast FYI. Since 1970, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Sarasota and DeSoto counties have been the leader of youth development on the Suncoast. And here with me now are Teen Club Director Caroline Nigro and Director of Program Services Rosalind Gunther. Welcome to the program, and I want to congratulate you. You have just had a beautiful baby.
A baby boy, yes.
Only a few months ago, right?
Correct,
So,
yes.
oh
Thank
my
you
gosh.
so much.
Yes. Congratulations. So now we'll get to the mission of the Boys and Girls Club. And I know you operate more than one, so it's a two-part question. Tell us about your mission, and then tell us about the rest of the clubs from there.
Yeah, so the mission of the Boys and Girls Clubs of DeSoto counties is to enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to be productive, caring, and responsible citizens.
We currently have 6 what I will call traditional Boys and Girls Club sites. Means that we have a building dedicated to the Boys and Girls Club, and we have 6 after-school sites that operate on school properties.
Wow, so you have a lot going on.
You do.
Yes, we do.
Now, is this year-round, or do you just do it during the school year?
So we do operate all of our traditional clubs year-round, so we are open for the school year as well as the summer.
Okay. And we've talked a little bit, I understand you have 2 different programs. You have one for children 6 through 12, and then you have one for teenagers as well?
Correct.
Okay. Can you tell us about those?
Absolutely. So our teen programs at the club, we believe that every teen is destined for greatness, and we are here to help them achieve their goals. So we have programs and experiences that range from having teens develop their passion, exploring career paths, developing crucial skills, and really having a plan to be successful after high school graduation. Some of those programs include leadership training, advocacy and action, entrepreneurial education, college and career preparation, vocational training, and volunteer opportunities.
Now, when they come in, do they choose one, or can they take a variety of different courses?
So they can actually do both. We have teens that come for one specific, our leadership training program, our students taking active roles leadership training program, or our Perlman Price Young Entrepreneurs program. Those are 2 of our signature programs. But they can be involved in all of our different programs. They don't just have to do one.
Okay. Now, are they throughout the school year?
They are.
And how long is it after an after-school program for them?
So some of our programs, such as our vocational programs and our college and career programs, those occur after school. Our signature programs, like our leadership training and entrepreneurial education during the school year, those take place on the weekends. And then during the summer, it's mostly during the week when our teens have more free time.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you are preparing for your academic readiness. What is that about?
Yes, we are preparing for our academic readiness. As Caroline touched on our programs for our teens, the focus for our 6 through 12-year-old
Yes.
program members is to provide them with that foundation. We want a well-rounded young person, so when they get to those teen levels and they are focusing on their future, their college, their career, their families, and moving into the programs that the teen programming offer, that they're ready and they have that foundation. And so part of that is having a good education. It is also being able to be socially competent, problem solving, being able to have strategic thinking. And so we really want to foster that in our 6 through 12-year-olds. And we do that by providing professional Florida certified teachers to work with them after school. We partner with a number of other nonprofits and programs that foster academics, like the Reading Recovery with Kids Read program. We partner with the school district to also have those partnerships with teachers during the daytime so that we are matching their curriculums. And we also look into having social workers available for their families so that we do a literal hand-holding process to get them the resources that they need.
Well, and that's a very good point. So you have a social worker that will work with the parents, because obviously you don't want them just there and learning. You want them to go home and the learning to continue. So it's a process that goes hand in hand with that.
Yes, absolutely. I think our parents are very vulnerable sometimes, and they just need that little extra support to provide with
and
their
give them the
kids'
confidence.
need.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Now, how can parents and/or guardians apply for your programs?
So all of our applications, they can visit our website, bgcsdc.org is where they can apply. We are always accepting registration. So we have a rolling admission process, so just because school has started does not mean our registration has closed, so they can apply online for any of our sites.
All right, wonderful. And anybody else interested in getting involved in your organization, where can they go?
Yeah, so we would not be able to do this without the support from this incredible community. So they can visit our website, as I just mentioned, bgcsdc.org, where they can find more information about our programs and our mission, and also they can donate directly there. But more importantly, we would love to come have a visit at the club. You can arrange a private in-person tour where you'll be able to see our club in action and meet some of our amazing club members. It's really the best way to see the impact of investing in our youth and also their future. So we hope to see you soon.
All right. Caroline and Rosalind, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
for all that your team does as well.
Thanks.
Coming up, I'm joined by Stephanie Frazier from the Arts Advocate, so please stay tuned. Arts Advocates is a membership organization dedicated to inspiring creativity, advancing education, and connecting the community to the arts. I'm joined now by Stephanie Frazier, the lead docent and co-director for Arts Advocates, to discuss their mission on the Suncoast. Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you.
Nancy. Nice to be here.
Thank you. Please tell our viewers, we have so many wonderful art organizations in Sarasota, but I'm really very fond of this one. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about it, please?
Sure. Arts Advocates is a not-for-profit organization. It was originally chartered as the Fine Arts Society of Sarasota. In 1969, 5 power women from Sarasota came together to create an organization that would service the arts here in Sarasota. And the 5 women were Anna Mae Sandegren, Marion Storm, Emily Holmes, Adrienne Robbins, and Winifred Clark. And their goal was to amass a collection of Florida artists, in particularly the Sarasota colony artists. The colony artists were active in Sarasota from 1930 to 1970, and they're really a vital part of the visual art history of Sarasota. The collection is housed at the Van Wezel. Today we have over 65 works in our collection, and we really are the custodians of this very important part of the history of Sarasota arts.
And I'm sure a lot of people enjoy the art when they go to the Van Wezel for performances, but not to know very much more about it than that, because it's so diverse. I mean, there's, you know, modern, contemporary, traditional landscapes, whatever. So
Correct.
this is where you come in.
Yes,
Okay.
very much.
So backtrack a little bit. We'll get to that. But is it a membership-based organization? Can anybody join? Do you have to be invited? How does that
Anyone
work?
can attend. It is a membership-based organization, but our activities are open to everyone. In fact, one of our goals, one of the original goals, was to educate the public about art. And so as a result, we have speakers and we have outings, all of those things which the public can join at any time.
Now, do they have to sign up for these? There's a website that they can go to,
Yes,
Stephanie?
there's a website which is artsadvocates.org, and it gives them an opportunity to join things. One of the other items that the organization is really proud of is our scholarship program. We offer scholarships to students who are interested in careers in the art. And in the past 52 years, we've given over $1 million in scholarships. So we're quite proud of that.
Is that traditional and performing arts?
Yes. In 2019, when we rebranded our mission statement, it now includes all of the arts, and it includes Sarasota and Manatee County.
Wonderful. And again, that can be found on your website, so anybody interested
Yes,
can
right.
go on there.
Yes,
and apply.
definitely.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, you mentioned that you have some of these other events and activities. Can you tell us a little bit about, briefly, what those are?
Yeah, we have a full venue. We have a monthly luncheon that this year we have a new venue, which is at the Sarasota Yacht Club. In October, we're going to have a preview of the plans for the new Sarasota Orchestra facility that's going to be on Fruitville Road. We're going to have other speakers that will come every month. In the gallery, we just started some art talks, and those are speakers that are coming in. We had 5 of the petticoat painters. We have Mark Ormond, who is a curator and former director of a museum, who's going to be talking about curating. Denise Cowell, who's coming, founder of the Chalk Festival. She's going to be speaking.
Awesome.
We offer classes in the gallery. We've got iPhone photography, acrylic pour.
So all of this is
all
on-
of these,
all
all
of
of
this
these
is
are
on
on the
your website.
website for people to see.
Okay. So now back to the tours at the Van Wezel. Tell us about
Right.
that.
Well, we're really pleased to have this. It's a perfect combination of both performing and visual arts. It's about an hour and a half. Art tours first, and it will a docent will walk you through the artworks that are there, which we don't see when we go to the Van Wezel. We're so focused on our seats.
Yes.
There are about 30 works there, and then the backstage tour, of course, and who doesn't want to see behind the
Exactly.
curtain, is done by the Van Wezel staff, and they take you on stage, back to the dressing rooms, the rigging, the orchestra pit, and then share lots of trivia items, which is really great.
Now, is there a specific gallery for the Arts Advocate?
Yes. Last year, during COVID, we actually opened a gallery, and we're a museum. We're a museum in a mall, which is quite unique. It's at the crossings at Siesta Key Mall, which is on Tamiami and Siesta Drive. And what the purpose is was to bring the art to the people, because the Van Wezel was closed. And so the focus originally was on all of the Sarasota Colony artists that we have, which is that important history for Sarasota. And then we've expanded it by adding our petticoat painter works. And then we were just given a donation of 5 of the Florida Highwaymen. And so those are all in our gallery. The gallery's open on Saturdays from 2 to 4 p.m. and we have a free docent tour at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wonderful. And
So-
quickly before we go, how often do you give the backstage tours at the Van Wezel?
The backstage tours are given once a month, the second Monday of the month, and you can register for those tours through the box office at the Van Wezel, or you can come to our website and we'll direct you to call there at the box office.
And what time do those take place?
They're at 1:30 on Monday afternoons.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you for all this very exciting news.
Well, thank you,
Appreciate it.
and we hope that people will come and see us in the gallery and will come to the backstage tour.
There we go. Thanks, Stephanie.
Thank you very much.
Up next on Suncoast FYI, I sit down with SNN anchor Jenna Brew, so don't go anywhere. I'm joined now by a very special guest, SNN's own morning and afternoon anchor, Jenna Brew. Jenna's here to tell us about the monthly series she's been producing in partnership with Carl Reynolds Law entitled A Helping Hand. I'm so glad that you were able to take this time out of your busy, very busy day. But Helping Hand has been such a special partnership with SNN. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about that and how you got involved, Jenna?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great time to be here with you, Nancy.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to jump on this set with you and chat,
you're
so
so
I'm
sweet.
really glad that I'm getting a chance to talk about Helping Hand, because it's Carl Reynolds is the man behind it, and who doesn't love Carl Reynolds? I mean,
gosh.
right? He does so much for the community. He gives back so much, and this is just a little token that he's able to share with the community once a month. Every month for the whole year, obviously, we give a $1,000 grant to somebody in need, or somebody with like a charitable need. And the amount of people that we're able to help and touch throughout the community is pretty incredible too. We meet so many people either struggling but still hopeful, or helping others within the community as well, and kind of looking past the fact that they need help themselves. And that's what makes the program so great and so unique.
And like you said, he is just delightful, and I know that they all do more in helping the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just one of those things where it continues to steamroll and gain more popularity, and more people start submitting, not for themselves, but for other people
that they know.
that they think that this would be beneficial for. And that's the beauty in A Helping Hand. And I've only taken over it for about 2 years now. So it was incredible to see that SNN was even a part of something of this magnitude, that we do this every month to help somebody, or an organization, or a company or a business. I mean, it's really kind of endless, the possibilities as far as who we're helping. So it was really awesome to be a part of that, and to kind of become the face to that franchise now for SNN. Of course, the second face, because of course the first face is always Carl, but it's nice to be partnered up with him, and to kind of be by his side when he goes out and
Meets these people.
He meets these people. He's not just this signature on a check. He is walking out there with me, or when we had to do everything via Zoom, he was right there. And you think I'm busy? He is very busy, and he never fails to make that time to show his face in the community in that way.
Now, I'm sure over the course of 2 years, you've done a lot of stories that are obviously too many to share. Is there one that you have that you would like to share with our viewers now?
Yeah, absolutely. So the one that I did, I think 2 months ago, it was at Northport High School. It's their Northport High alumni basketball game. And for me, high school was many, many moons ago. So to get together with the people that you played a sports with, or for me, I was a drama nerd. So to go back and think about getting back together with those cast members and doing a show one more time to benefit the school. And for Northport, it was the loss of their beloved coach recently last year. And so they turned it into a scholarship fund to play, these alumni athletes to come back together to school to play, and then give those scholarship funds to a new student, fresh in high school, a female and a male athlete. And then the ties with Carl, thank goodness, he's just a survivor. And Northport basketball, actually, not the stadium was where he had his heart attack. So it all felt like very, circling back moment, full circle moment for Carl to come back and give this grant to this scholarship that's just beginning in this place that his life was literally saved by one of the coach's wives.
And we're going to see that.
We're going to see it right now.
Okay.
It's the young guns versus the veterans in Northport's second annual alumni basketball game. But for these players and for the coaches, it's not just a bittersweet and nostalgic moment. It also serves a much higher purpose.
We didn't know what was going to happen and how big it was, and ended up filling the gym. Coach Allen, who was the inaugural winning coach with the the older guys, and now it's kind of taken a different direction.
One that no one saw coming. Northport's beloved Coach Allen passed away.
2 weeks later, his wife passed away. That's when I was like, okay, we can still do the event, but how do we make it, more important? We started a scholarship fund in remembrance of his name.
The scholarship funds raised will be given to one male and one female student athlete.
We want the money to continue to grow, and each year, hopefully, we can give out more money and in the name of the Allens.
To help with that initial growth, we're making the Allens Scholarship Fund June's helping hand recipient.
On behalf of Carl Reynolds Law, we're happy to lend our support and some financial backing of $1,000 to help with the scholarship fund and this basketball game that brings people together.
And for Carl Reynolds, the sentimental ties to this story runs deep. Northport High School basketball quite literally saved his life.
It was a little over a year ago. I was here at Northport High School with my son, with his basketball team. And I had a little electrical event with my heart, and it stopped. And if I had been anywhere else, I'm not sure I'd still be here.
Thanks to the quick thinking and action of Coach Tillman and his wife Stephanie, a registered nurse, Reynolds survived. As for the alumni game, what's basketball without some friendly trash talk?
I got the All-Stars beating the Legends at least by 10 plus points this year.
Okay, because the Legends took you guys out last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I got to give credit when it's due.
Reporting in Northport, Jenna Brew, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Well, Jenna, that was quite a moving story. And again, like you said, there's nobody quite like Carl. So we thank him greatly for what he does. Now, you mentioned submitting, if somebody wants to submit, whether for themselves or for someone that they know. How do they go about doing that, Jenna?
Right, it's very simple. Just head over to our website, snntv.com. If you navigate on the website, you'll see a link for the Helping Hands page. Click on it and it'll take you right to the submission page. You just have to put your name, a contact number, and just a little backstory as to who you're nominating and why. And I go through all of them personally.
Oh my gosh.
And it's very difficult to choose one person. So I usually have a list of people that I really want to reach back out to and help them in some way, shape, or form. But these stories aren't falling on deaf ears. I am looking through them. And sometimes they become stories that get handed off to reporters too, just because they're important regardless.
Yes.
So if you're not able to go to the website, you can always reach out to me on my email, jenna.brew@snntv.com, and just do a headline in there, Helping Hand, and I'll look through that. And if all else fails,
Yes.
you can go to our social media accounts and send us a private message. I also look through those. So I've got all the bases covered. I'm always paying attention, trying to find, that next person that we can help out and make a difference with.
Well, bless your heart. I mean, my gosh, I didn't realize you did all of that in addition to everything that you do and raise a family.
Yeah, and that part too, yes. But I
Yes, there
shoot
you
it
go.
and I write it, and I voice it. I do the voiceover for it and everything. So Carl likes to call me a one-man band.
Well, you do it so well.
I try in heels.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Jenna.
welcome. It's been a
Appreciate it.
pleasure.
We hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for joining us on Suncoast FYI. If you would like to promote your nonprofit or community event, we would love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Adam Huntley, at 941-361-4645 or email fyi@snntv.com. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com and click on the What's On tab. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next week on Suncoast FYI.